Hey guys, what's up? For this video, I will show you guys how I made Michelle Mermaid's tail. So I wanted to have two bodies for Michelle, and so I bought a new one over here. And I want her tail to be kind of like the Ghoulia mermaid that I made before, where you can bend it, you can pose it realistically like an actual mermaid, and that's what we're going to do today. Also going to remove her legs. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the heads so that my Michelle repaint can have two bodies. So I actually just discovered this thing. I removed her legs and it didn't break. To remove this really easily without breaking this part, you just do it on the opposite side of her body. And there we have it. After removing her legs, I'm gonna go ahead and take a wire over here, and I'm just gonna go make an armature. I'm just gonna go wrap this around, make her hips a little wider, and maybe follow her exact height. So yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and put tape on it to protect ourselves. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and take some scraps of fabric, so like these ones, they're just long scraps, like old t-shirt or something really thin, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this on her like a mummy. So I just finished with the base of the tail, and as you guys can see, it is very flexible over here. You can pose it really well. So I'm gonna take the same fabric that I used for Michelle's gown over here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this onto her. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it on. This is how she looks, all wrapped up. I really love how this tail looks so far. I'm actually going to take a break from the actual tail, and I'm gonna go ahead and start on her fins. So I'm just gonna take this Ziploc. I'm gonna try out a new material, which is a Ziploc. It's very thick as well, but I feel like it's better than the plastic from the boxes from the dolls. I feel like this one will be easier to pose, and it's not gonna be as rough as the Ghoulia one. I'm gonna go ahead, I have this white paper here, and I'll draw the shape that I want. After that, I'm gonna go and frame the actual fins with wire so we can actually pose it. So this is the fin over here. I taped it here on the paper just to make everything easier when I'm laying down the wire. So this is a softer wire, softer than the one on her tail, and I'm just gonna go and glue it on the frames of the plastic. I'm not gonna be hot gluing it because it actually melts the plastic, so I'm going to use E6000 because it's gonna be flexible. At least it's a little easier. So I've got the fins over here, and as you can see, it's a little bit dry now, and it's posable. It's a lot easier. It's not as hard as like a plastic from the box. Got this one. I'm going to obviously paint it as well. Now let's go ahead and attach the fins to her tail. Alright, so this is how it looks. I just literally hot glued it on, and I tried not to get to the plastic so it wouldn't melt, but it's really cool because, like I said, it bends really well, and it's really soft. So I want to try something new, and I want to fade her actual tail to her body. And I think in order to do that, I want to create layers of Mod Podge. So I'm gonna keep on building the layers until it literally fades. So let's go ahead and experiment. So I actually just finished. The glue is kind of drying. As you guys can see over here, it actually fades to her tail. There's no abrupt stuff to it. The back, I don't really care that much, but towards the side, I really try to make it fade. And obviously, if we paint it, then we'll get more of the effects. So right now, let's go ahead and paint this part. I want her skin to be painted as well and shimmering. So let's go ahead and paint her tail and fade it in. So this is how I blended her tail. It actually blends really well. Obviously this is fabric and these are paint, so it's not, you know, blended 100%, but I think I did a pretty decent job. I love the fact that I added this in the back. I mean, I actually covered letters there too, so it's kind of cool. So next I'm gonna go ahead and paint the fins. So I just highlighted her torso and it looks really good. I also kind of contoured her body just to make it seem more lifelike. But you guys can see all these highlights. It's so cool. So yeah, this is with Jeffree Star and also the Pearl X. And then I just sealed it with MSC. So for the bases of her fins, I'm actually going to use the beads that I used for her hair before. I'm just gonna go ahead and build them up at the roots, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fade them in. Alright, so now I'm officially done with her tail, and I really love how it turned out. Her fins, I love the detail of the, I guess, droplets or pearls. So now let's go ahead and accessorize her and attach her head.